There's a very strange story out here today, people. So there's something very weird happening. There's some strange brew that's coming to a boil now. There's something very weird which is sweeping the land, people. There's something stinking here. Something, and it's weird. It's a very weird thing. I've been talking about this story about Obama and the cult. You know, there's Obama had this lady Loretta Fuddy who was hiding his birth certificate in Hawaii, and then she died mysteriously, and it turns out she's part of a cult called Subud. And I have been trying to get people to edit the Subud page to enter that this lady Loretta Fuddy was part of this cult. It's, you know, this was the lady who was like head of the Department of Health of Hawaii. She had a very high government position. She's part of a cult. That's an important piece of news. So I've been saying, why does the Subud organization page in Wikipedia not say anything about anything? It doesn't say she's part of Subud. It doesn't say that Obama's mother was involved in Subud, that Obama is involved in Subud because of his mother. And people are trying to hide this. So I say, what is this cover-up? This is a cover-up. This is like Watergate. You remember Watergate? They broke into Watergate, the Democratic headquarters, the Democratic Party's headquarters, and nobody talked about it. This was this big cover-up. Nixon covered it up. The media covered it up. Everybody shut up for years. I think it lasted for like 3 years, the investigation. And it was the number 2 of the CIA or the FBI who was Deep Throat. He was the informer. He was informing Carl Bernstein and Woodward. They would meet him in this parking lot, and he'd hide his identity. But actually, they knew who he was. But he'd stay in the shadows, kind of. They'd stand there, and he'd be in the shadows. And he'd talk to these guys. They talked for years. And they'd meet in the parking lot and talk. And he said, "You guys got to investigate this guy. You got to investigate this guy." These guys, they knew that he was actually number 2 of the CIA or the FBI. So, anyways, we're in the same kind of a situation now. Obama is part of a cult, and nobody wants to talk about it. This is big, and I've been trying to. I've made articles. I made about 10 articles about this at Before It's News. At Before It's News, nobody wants to touch it. The owner, the moderators, nobody wants to touch it. The reporters, nobody wants to touch it. This is too heavy, because this lady because this is the smoking gun, people. We got the smoking gun. This lady is the Department of Health official who covered up Obama's birth certificate. She said she's the one who lied. Who said she's the linchpin of all the liars. She said. We have got the paper birth certificate, and you can't see it. We have got the birth certificate, the paper version, and you cannot see it. So we'll just create a fake one on internet, and you gotta take my word for that. Okay, this lady is part of a cult. So this is big news, because this lady is involved in the birth certificate thing, but she is also a shady character because she's part of the cult. Okay, I've been saying we got to edit the Subud page at Wikipedia, but nobody wants to touch that. But we're going to edit the Loretta Fuddy page. So you people, you all go to the Loretta Fuddy page, go and edit it, and do it now, because this is the Watergate. We got to break this. We are like Carl Bernstein and Woodward. We have to, Washington Post, you know, the Watergate scandal. We got to break this story. This is a big story. This was with Dustin Hoffman and Robert Redford. They played the roles they played the parts in the film. Watergate, you know, you people know Watergate. We are on this verge of a thing. It's bigger than water. This is enormous. Nixon was pushed to leave. He had to leave. But Obama, this is worse. This guy doesn't even have a birth certificate. Nixon. We know who Nixon was. You know, he worked at a gas station when he was a kid. we've seen the pictures. We know who this guy is. Obama, we don't even know his name. He doesn't have an actual birth certificate. This is big, people. So now we know he doesn't have a birth certificate. Loretta Fuddy died to cover that up. Now we know that he is actually part of a cult. You know, I don't know what we're going to discover next. So you people, we got to discover this much. We got to edit the Loretta Fuddy page and say this lady was a high person in the Obama cult called Subud. You know, and then we go and we edit the Subud page. Then we go and we edit the Obama page. Then we go and edit his mother's page. And then we edit all of it. Edit the whole thing. Obama, there's a page which is the conspiracy theories about Obama religion, concerning conspiracy theories religion, or whatever. It's something like that. And that there's a paragraph that people who claims that Obama is the Antichrist. We got to edit that one. Claims Obama is the Antichrist. That's the one we got to edit. And we're going to edit all of this. We're not going to do this halfway. We're going to do this all the way.